Good morning, Mission Control. A cup of coffee here to wake up. It is Eclipse Monday. That's good. Used to never like coffee, and then it is one of those things that truly does grow on you. Now, cup a day. Cup a day is what I have, keeps me going. If I drink coffee past noon, I'm a mess. Can't go to sleep. My brain just stays up all night. So, hey, what I wanted to talk to you about today, I'm going to go pretty quick. We did the video yesterday that got up, and we talked about the cement and everything, the rock, and then we ended with insulation. And a lot of you have given me some great comments, so I drew up some ideas of, well, actually I drew up the leading idea that I think is starting to evolve out of this entire iteration. So I wanted to walk you through it on the computer, show you what it looks like, and then we'll go ahead and end the video. Here we are, looking outside of the building. This is looking from the south to the north. And the leading idea right now is that we would take this area that's in blue and it would become a clear cover. Now, just to put many of you at ease, I am no longer in any way, shape, or form thinking about cutting into this fabric. If we do this, it's going to be a fabric built by the manufacturer and sent to me. I'm not going to be doing this modification. So again, I am not going to modify the existing structure or fabric to support this idea. If this idea works, it has to come from the manufacturer with this area being clear. Now, the rest of the building will all stay white. So we're only going to replace, actually, the way that this whole thing works is that the center of the building, that's all one big piece of plastic. So we just have to basically disconnect it from the building and pull it over one side and pull the next one up over the top of it and reconnect it all in, which is a really solid day's worth of work. But probably, I'd say 2 days worth of work to reskin the building to get really serious about it. So this idea shows that this slide, excuse me, shows that this is the area that we would turn clear. Now from the inside, this is the same shot, only from the inside. Everything from this first horizontal bar coming up, which on the previous slide, that's right here at the bend, that's how high the snow will get to. Everything up to the center line is all going to be clear, and then everything on the back side will all be white still. Sorry, this is a little fuzzy here. It's a small picture I had to make bigger, but this is just looking at the structural diagram of the building showing the clear area, and then here everything in red is all going to be white. And what we're going to do is we'll put blackout insulation everywhere in red. So everywhere that it's red right here, there's just going to be, it's all blackout insulation. So from the inside, you can see from the center line, that's right here at the top of the building, all the way back is going to be blackout insulation with R19 as its insulation value. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Then we only have this area from this red line down will also be blackout, and both the ends will be blacked out. So only this area right here, from the red line up to this center line right here, are actually going to be non-insulated. And what I think I'm going to do, since it's clear, I had a few things happening here. Again, it has to come from the manufacturer. We're not going to cut in the building. But if we have clear plastic from here to here, then what I could do is I could get just, I think this is about 20 feet. And this is 10 feet. So I can get a few sheets of just polyethylene, and I can actually tack those all up here using the PVC C-clamps. That they snap right around this metal galvanized pipe, and then I can run that up, and then right here there'll be a seam. This is where the solid insulation, the blackout insulation, will meet. And I can take that plastic, I can run it up to here and clamp it to this top one and actually create a dead airspace in here that's all clear plastic. So again, we take clear plastic and we go from here all the way up to here, and we connect it to this cross member, etc., 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 all the way down, and that would give us an insulated solar roof, essentially. So that's the game plan that I'm thinking about. Let's see here. I think there's another thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah. Let's see. Go back here. So you might have to pause and zoom in, but right here on the bottom of the building, and right here, this is the French drain. So I have decided that I am going to do something on the ground this year to help move that frost line back away from the building. And one of the things I like about this idea, I'm not totally convinced to do it yet, but I have to dig all this dirt that actually holds the building. There's a flap that goes underground here that's covered up by dirt. We're going to remove all that. We're going to pull up the French drain. We're going to move the French drain out about 5 feet from where it's at. And if we do this, we reskin it, then on the inside here there's some areas where I want to put some gravel inside of the building that I can get to with a tractor real easy, so it'd make it really nice inside the building. You can't see this on this picture, and then we'd lay plastic down on the ground, probably 2 layers of polyethylene, either black or clear. I have all that clear plastic, I might as well use it, and we'll run that all the way down the side of the building, the back of the building, and the other side, and we can even put some of it in the front. And then we'll cover that all up with dirt, and we'll tuck it up underneath the building, so any water coming off the building will come off the building and it'll go onto that plastic tarp, and then it'll come out to the French drain and run off, and that'll keep water away from the building. It'll move it away from the building and thus move the frost line away from the building as well, so that we don't have a lot of heat coming from outside of the, or leaving from the inside to the outside of the building here on this wall. Now eventually this all, again, everything here from the blue line down, that's all going to be snow once winter gets here, so that's going to be insulating as well. But the building does radiate heat, so what happens is the snow melts a little bit here and you still have a little bit of non-insulated area. But anyway, enough talk. That's what the game plan is. And by game plan I mean I'm sending it out to you guys to see what you all think. If we do this, then I gotta get a hold of the manufacturer, which I've already sent them an email, and say, hey, can you build this particular roof for us? And then of course it's about timelines, right? How long will it take? What's the lead time on this thing? How long will it take for it to get here after they build it? You know, that might push us out of the realm of possibility for this year, but I really like it. I've done some of the math already on the lighting, and if we go all blackout, that's a lot of lights. I do need to go resharpen the pencil and do that math again though, so I'm going to do that this week. But I like this idea. I like it a lot. Having that southern wall be clear and letting that heat come in during the winter is going to be huge. Now conversely, in the summer it's going to let a lot of heat come in, so what are we going to do? And I think just the traditional solution of a greenhouse shade thrown up over the top of the building is the right thing to do there. So that's my backup plan, and then I think we're going to have to put ventilation in, which Mrs. Martian wants anyway. And maybe someday we do the geothermal heater and we actually have air conditioning out there and we keep everything perfect. That would be way awesome, but that's the future. So there you go. There's a video. Curious to know your thoughts. Thanks everyone for commenting and providing thoughts and the do's and do nots and all the good wisdom that's being passed on. I hope you enjoy following the comments as much as I do. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I put a little subscribe button down on the bottom of the screen here. Be sure to hit that. In the meantime, everybody, this is The Real Martian. Enjoy the eclipse. Out.